Quick update from today. It was amazing. This is one of the best days I've had so far, besides, I would guess, maybe race day that will be coming up. So we had our event in the morning at Dick's Sporting Goods, our private event. That was brought to you by JP Performance, my good friend. Amazing event. We did, quick like workouts, some shakeout style type workouts. Nothing crazy, nothing to get us really fatigued because we had some athletes competing tomorrow, so didn't want to get too intense. And then everybody else is racing out throughout the week. We did get these bottles from Dick's. They gave us like a little bag with this bottle. They gave us like some glasses here, and then they also gave us a towel, wipe down, whatever. And after that, they also gave us here, let's see, some hand sanitizer. That's handy. That's definitely going to be handy at the Hyrox event. Need some hand sanitizer. There's too many people around and all sick and coughing. We got a free climbing pass. That's going to be fun one of these days whenever I get a chance to go. Especially now that training is not done, but it's going to be paused for just a little, maybe a week or so, and take a break after this and just kind of relax, get my body back to just a baseline. And then, we have that pass. And then they gave us this bag, this clear bag, can probably take to the gym since my gym doesn't allow for you to bring like regular bags. It has to be a clear bag for safety reasons. It's reasonable. But they also gave us a 10% discount on any apparel that we wanted to purchase there that same day, which you could have purchased any other time. They gave us a little coupon, and with that coupon you can pretty much purchase at any time. And of course I had to get something. So I got these Nike running shorts. Pretty nice, they fit really well. Not bad. They have regular pockets. The material's really soft. They actually have another pocket right here on the side of this pocket, so you can put your gels or maybe your keys, whatever you don't want falling outside of your bag, you can put it there. So that was cool. That was a great event. Thank you again, JP Performance. That was amazing. Then after that, we actually had a quick brunch type thing at a place called Crema, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, we had breakfast. That was cool with everybody there. I got to talk with a lot of the people, met some amazing people at this event. From there, I actually came back and took a nap because we were extremely tired. We all ended up just kind of passing out and sleeping for a good while until we had our shakeout run with Puma. So this was a Hyrox event that was sponsored by Puma. We got to try out the new Puma Nitros, I think they're called, if I'm not mistaken. They were great, amazing shoes, like amazing shoes. They have the carbon plate on the bottom, so they're really good for running, and then they're very stable as well. So they're good for the Hyrox, movements, lunges, where you're not wobbling. I know I love Nike. I love favorite brand. I will be sponsored by them one of these days. But the Pumas are very stable. The Alpha Fly 3 weren't as stable when I did use them the last time for the competition. And now I have I think they're called Zoom Fly 6s, and they're pretty stable. I like them. When I did compare the two shoes in hand, I did notice that the Pumas were a bit lighter, like a tad bit lighter. So that was one thing I would say that's maybe different between the two. But I love my Nike shoes that I just got, the sixes. They're amazing. They're great for running, movements. They're not wobbly. These are definitely not wobbly like the Vaporfly 3s. And we actually went for a run, which was amazing. We got to go through the whole Calle Ocho, which, if you know Calle Ocho back in the day, you know that is a place where you don't want to go running, or you didn't want to go running. But now it's actually very welcoming and friendly. A lot of families there, more touristy type vibes now. Very nice. A lot of small businesses throughout the whole Calle Ocho area. Some pretty cool restaurants that I saw along there. Some great music, amazing music. That was one thing I did notice as we were going. There was a lot of salsa, bachata, merengue being played, which, being of Puerto Rican descent, being born in Puerto Rico, I love that type of music. And just hearing that, being from Atlanta, it's like, guys, 'cause I've been in Atlanta so long, we don't really hear music like that out there. Everywhere you go, and out here, it's like everywhere you go, you hear that. So it was a good vibe, a good feeling, to kind of have reminisce. But definitely, it was a fun day today. Today was amazing. After that, we got to go to one of our teammates' houses. They welcomed us in, and we did a grill out. We bought a bunch of picanha steak. Oh my gosh, so good. And some bison sausages on point. Yeah, definitely have to try some bison sausages if you haven't tried any. Then we had, guacamole and, all the little sides and things like that. It was amazing. We had a great time sitting down, talking, and just, uh, being thankful for company. That's one thing I'm really getting from this trip, is that it's so amazing to have good people around you and good company that want the best for you, and want more for you than you probably even want for yourself, or see more in you than you really see in yourself. It's amazing and a blessing to have people like that. But it is getting late, and tomorrow I volunteer at the wall ball station as an assistant judge. So I will keep you guys in tune for tomorrow. But until then,